together, friends? Well, today we're going to do something with berries. When we went to the farm, you might remember that I mentioned that the farm isn't just about animals, but it's also about picking some of our food up. And some of those things happen to do with berries. Can you think of different kinds of berries? I can. So we're going to show you some of that today. But before we get started, let's sing our hello song. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello cows, hello pigs, hello chickens, we're glad you came to play. And hello my friends, I'm so glad to see you today. So anyway, I was telling you about the berries, and I have lots of fun activities to do, and some of the things you might have to do include reading. And we are going to read a book today called Jamberry. So that's why all these things about berries are on my mind. But we're not going to read this quite yet because we're going to do some cooking and tasting and touching and feeling and really using our senses. And also when we cook, remember, we're reading a recipe. So we might read a recipe today about making muffins. But first, I wanted to show you something else. I have my berries here. I have some of these, if you can see. They're blueberries. Love blueberries. And does anybody know what these are? They're red. I know you had them. That's right, strawberries. And anybody know what this one is? It's a raspberry. What color is that? That's right, it's also red. And what about this one? I love eating the berries. See that one? Can you see the difference? You see there was this one, which was our blueberry. And this one is a blackberry. It's got a lot of little bumps. When you feel this one with your fingers, it feels different than the blueberry, which is very smooth. And the blackberry is a little bumpy. But this one's blue, this one's kind of black, and this one's a little bigger than the blueberry. Can you see that? I think you can. Have to have another one of those. So that's our berries. And first, guess what? I started doing something else. I started to think about making a smoothie. Smoothies are really healthy, and they're great to have for breakfast or in the middle of the day because you just can put some berries in, maybe a banana, add a banana, maybe add some yogurt, maybe some oat milk or some cream, or maybe if you're having it for dessert, you can have it with some ice cream. And all those things, when we put the milk in and whipped cream, what are they made out of? They're milk products, and they came from the cow. All right, so we need our friends, but be right back with this special treat. Listen carefully. Did you hear it? I just blended the berries and some milk and some ice and a little juice to give it a little liquid and maybe a little yogurt to make my smoothie. So that's easy to do at home too. And you just cut it all up, put it in a blender, add the milk products, the yogurt and some ice, and voila, you have a smoothie. So here's to you. What color is my smoothie? Yeah, it's a little bit like an orangey pinkish color. So what do you think I put in my smoothie? That's right, I put some strawberries and I put some, what do monkeys love to eat? And they're kind of yellow, banana. And I also put a little blueberry in it. And a drop of orange juice and some ice. So that's our smoothie. I'll put that over here. Now, I also wanted to bake some muffins. So I have my bowl, and I have some, it's kind of like flour, but it's a mix, it is a mix. And I took the recipe off of the box, and I needed 2 eggs, some oil, so I had to measure, I'm going to show you that in a minute, and 3 cups of water, which I have to get, okay? So I'm going to pour. Oh, and the mix of the flour, if you touch it when you make yours, is very smooth and soft. And you can see it in my bowl. Can you see it? Sort of like when we make Play-Doh when we first put in the flour. And then we're going to add the oil. This is a 1/4 cup of oil. And then we have to add some water. But first are my eggs. I have 2 eggs, it said I needed. 2 eggs. 1, 2. What color are my eggs? That's right, they're brown. And what shape are they? Can you see? That's right, they're an oval. They're not a circle. They're not really round, but they are an oval. So I'm going to put those in my bowl right away. I'm going to crack the egg, and what comes out? Ooh, did you see the yellow part? That's called a yolk. I'm going to put that in 2 eggs. Voila, like that. And I'll be right back. I have to do one other little thing here because I have to get my water right there. So I got my water. Do you remember how much water we needed? Did you remember? That's right. We needed 3/4 of a cup of water to make our mix. And then I want to make blueberry muffins, or I might even make raspberry muffins. I'm not sure which kind. And I have my pan all ready to go that I'm going to pour the muffins in. How many holes do you see? How many muffins am I going to make? Can we count together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to make 6 muffins, and hopefully by the time we finish our story, the muffins will be all done and I can show them and share them with you. Okay, and I'm going to add my blueberries. See my blueberries? I add some blueberries. I think I added a lot. We'll have to count later. Maybe 20. That's a lot. We should have counted and put them in. But I'm kind of in a little bit of a hurry because I want to make sure that you see them at the very end. So stir, 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 stir. And then after I stir, I'm going to have to pour them into the pan. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I'm going to pour them into 1. I'm only going to fill the cups up halfway. And 2. And 3. Oops. And 4. And 5. How many more do we have to go? Hope I can get the last one in there. And 6. Smells good. Smells sweet. All right. So I'm going to put that in the oven next. All right. I just want to take a little bit out of this one because the other one didn't get as much. Okay. And I'm going to stick them in the oven, and that's a grown-up job, right? And I put my oven on 350 is the temperature. I'm going to stick them in the oven for probably about, let's see what it says on the recipe. It says that I should keep them in the oven, for 35 minutes. But I made less than what they were making, I think. We'll try for 15 and see how it goes. Otherwise, I'll have to show you the next time. But there they are, all ready to go. And then they'll puff up and hopefully get higher. And then they'll be warm and yummy to eat. maybe for breakfast with my smoothie. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to show you were all my berries again. And I'm going to show you them. And sometimes when we're making things with berries, we can add the berries to some whipped cream like this. See? Or we can add it to some yogurt, which we also can get at the farm because the yogurt's made out of milk. And who makes our milk? If you said the cow, moo, like our friend over there, my favorite book, Barnyard Dance, then you're right. So those are some of the things we can do, and I just needed one other thing. Okay, so I'm going to put some blueberries and some raspberries on here. And just so you know, sometimes you don't always want to do this, but we can put the whipped cream on there, right? And we can taste the berries that way by mixing them together, just like with yogurt, and taste them and feel them with your hands. You can also take the whipped cream and make letters of your name or numbers. So I'll show you. Here we go again. Okay, I'm mixing and mixing, and then I'm going to make an O. Can you see the O? Or maybe I'm going to make a little face. You can draw with it. And you can eat it. You can make letters like the letter. Can you see that letter? I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see. But anyway, you can play with all these different things, and you can eat them. And you can draw pictures. I might even draw a picture of, see if you know what shape this one is. If I can do it backwards. Maybe that. Okay? Okay, so we did make some muffins today with mix. We had lots of ingredients. Do you remember them? What came from the chicken? What came from the chicken? 2 eggs. That's right. And we put oil in. And what do we love to drink? It's nice and healthy. Water. And blueberries, of course. We had whipped cream so that we could play with it and spread it around, sort of like Play-Doh a little bit. Or what else do we play with that we can play with? We can play with the whipped cream and yogurt and chocolate pudding, and you can practice making your letters in that. And then the other thing is the smoothie, that we mixed it in a blender. And we picked our favorite fruits and blended them together, and you can see what colors they are. You also can remember that at first when we put them in the blender, they looked like this. They were hard. And then when we put them in the blender, it kind of makes it smooth, and it's no longer what it looked like there. It's all chopped up and blended together. Are you ready for our story? I am. It's a favorite. It's called Jamberry. And who do you see on the cover? That's right, it's a bear and a little boy. And can you see the fruits? You have to look really close. All right, and this book is by Bruce Deegan. That's the author who wrote the words. Are we ready? Let me know if you see any familiar berries. See, he's at his farm, and he must be picking berries. And the bear likes berries. He filled his whole hat with berries. Here we go. 1 berry, 2 berry, pick me a blueberry. Hatberry, shoeberry, in my canoeberry. Brought it a little closer because I want you to really see the pictures. They're fun. Under the bridge and over the dam, looking for berries. Berries for jam. Uh-oh. think he's gonna go down the waterfall in his canoe. What is it raining? It's raining blueberries. 3-berry, 4-berry, hayberry, strawberry. Finger and pawberry, my berry, and your berry. They're sharing. They must be good friends, being kind to one another. Strawberry ponies, strawberry lambs, dancing in meadows of strawberry jam. What color are the strawberries? That's right, red. Lots of ribbons at this festival. Quickberry, quackberry, pick me a blackberry. What animal do you see talking to the bear? It's a goose. And I see some ponies in the background. Trainberry, trackberry, clickety-clackberry. Choo-choo! Oh, those berries are coming through. Look at them. So many berries. Those carts are full. How many do we see? 1, 2, 3. Rumble and ramble and blackberry bramble. Brilliance of berries for blackberry jamble. Raspberry, jazzberry, razzmatazberry, berry band, merry band, jamming in berry land. I see lots of instruments, drums and tubas and trumpets. You probably can name some more. Maybe you can find a band at your house. Raspberry rabbits, brassberry band, elephants skating on raspberry jam. Do you see the elephant? Uh-oh, kaboom. He fell down. Moonberry, starberry, cloudberry, sky. Boomberry, zoomberry, rockets shoot by. He's up in a hot air balloon. What's that hot air balloon made out of? A raspberry, that's right. Mountains and fountains rain down on me. Buried in berries, what a jam! Jamboree! All the berries I showed you today, I'll show them to you at the very end. Can you remember any of the berries that you saw in this book? Let's see. Did you see this berry? That's right, that was the strawberry. And did you see this berry? That's the one that's kind of smooth. Blueberry. And did you see this berry? That's right, it's the blackberry. And the last one, remember that hot air balloon? It was made by one of these. A raspberry. Yummy. Those are our berries. And remember, you can make lots of things with those berries. You can make smoothies. You can make muffins. You can add whipped cream and just eat them plain too. Those are delicious. I put out some other books here today. This is another very famous book right here called Blueberries for Sal by Robert McCloskey. Another very nice book about a blueberry story. And then I have my silly book called Click, Clack, Moo. And those were cows that type. I don't know if you know any cows that type, but those are some other farm-related type of books and where we get our food from. So I thought you might enjoy them. 1 second before we sing goodbye, I just want to check on the muffins I didn't forget. Let me see. Wait for me. They're not quite done yet, but I can show you a little bit more of them, just so you can take a peek. Here we go. Just wanted you to see a peek. There we go. You see? They're almost done, but they're not quite there yet. But I wanted you to see them. And you see how I had a pot holder? Because if they're hot, but they'll take a couple more minutes to cook. And when you cook yours, you can take a picture of something that you did and send it to me if you happen to do that with your berries. You can also go to some of the farms and pick your blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, or blueberries. So I hope you had fun with me today. I'm sorry it was so quick. If you come to our live Zooms, this is kind of what we do too. So I hope to see you then. You can sign up on our website. You can contact me and email me and our newsletter. If you're not on our newsletter, contact me too at jdhaven@framingham.k12.ma.us. I hope to hear from you. You can find us on the Early Childhood Alliance of Framingham website. Okay? And like us on Facebook. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, cows. Goodbye, chickens. Goodbye, pigs. We're glad you came to play. Goodbye to our blueberries. Goodbye to our blackberries. Goodbye to our strawberries. We're glad you came to play. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.